Make sure you subscribe to
Evolution Daily.
Evolution Daily.
Just do it!
Mwah.
Oh, just fucking do it,
Do
dude!
it.
Wait, actually kiss me on the cheek for it. What the When you approach a woman, whether it's day game or night game, you are guilty until proven innocent. So, women get hit on a lot, primarily in nighttime environments, in bars and clubs. I've talked to a lot of attractive women in the daytime where they tell me this is the first time this has ever happened to them, or maybe it's ever happened one time in their life. But when it comes to nightclub environments, women are getting approached a lot. Now, are they getting approached in a positive way? No. The way that a lot of the times women are getting approached in bars and clubs is they're dancing with their friends and the guy comes up from behind them and starts grinding on them totally unsolicited. Or a guy has been standing along the bar, getting drunk enough to where he has the courage to stick his hand out and say, hey, come here, right? By learning game, by actually going out and practicing and learning a lot of the behaviors that I'm teaching here on the channel, you end up in a position where you stand apart from these other men that are approaching women in an uncalibrated manner. But you always have to remember that in both day game and night game, you are guilty until proven innocent. So, I just laid out the way that guys are typically approaching women in bars. Now let's look at the way that it happens during the day. First of all, going up, stating intent, asking a girl on a date happens almost never. So what sort of situations do women find themselves in during the day? Well, they're getting catcalled, right? The famous sort of example I think would be, construction workers or something on their lunch break, and a girl goes walking by in New York City, right? We've seen videos of this, and the guy's, hey, what's up, good looking? I was down in Miami South Beach on a boot camp just about a month and a half ago or something, and there was these two just big Hispanic dudes just sitting at this Starbucks, and girls would walk by and they'd wait until the women are a good distance away before they yell, hey, bring that ass over here, right? It's catcalling, or it's somebody trying to sell them something that they're not interested in, right? You're walking through Times Square in New York, and it's come to this comedy show, come to this 2-for-1 show tickets that we've got available, sign this petition for weed. What are you going to do that's going to have you stand apart from these other men? Well, you're going to carry on. You're going to carry on in a charismatic, confident, ideally you are making the women laugh, so a charismatic, confident manner. Your tonality is attractive. Your eye contact is attractive. Your body language is attractive. You appear to be a guy that really has his shit together. And basically, I see way too many of my students finding themselves in situations where you go up and talk to a girl. She's hesitant at first, again, because you are guilty until proven innocent. She's hesitant. She's a little bit nervous. What's going to happen here? Is this guy going to try to sell me on something? If you're in a nightclub environment, is this guy going to be the wasted dude that's getting way too close to my face and talking to me like this and spitting on me when he's talking to me and really just being overly aggressive and uncomfortable? He's uncomfortable in his own skin, and so he's making me uncomfortable in my skin. Are you going to be that guy? She has to be prepared for that. She has to be ready to endure that. And most of the time, she's not going to want to. So women will give you shit tests. Women will, I'm not interested, or I have a boyfriend, or they'll give you something right out of the gate because you're guilty right now. You're just another dude that's trying to hit on them. And in the daytime, you're going to get a lot less shit tests right out of the gate. You're going to get a lot less of this sort of like aggressive resistance, and you're going to get more of this sort of uncomfortable demeanor, this hesitation where they're looking at you kind of like, all right, what's happening here? Now, the problem with most men is that they are bailing right away at the first little bit of hesitation. Now, let me explain to you what game is not. Game is not you going around nightclubs and bars, you going around daytime venues, searching for the low percentage of women that are immediately going to be like, yeah, oh, hi, yeah, what's your name? Oh, thank you for approaching me. Your jokes are absolutely hilarious. I am loving every second of this. This is incredible. Are you going to ask me on a date? Because I would love to go on a date with you. Every once in a while, you approach these very receptive women. Now, a lot of times this can be attributed to maybe you being a very physically attractive man and her being in a place in her life where she's looking to meet a physically attractive man, right? A lot of times this can be just some girls are just kind of floating through the world in a very, very feminine manner with their flowery energy, and they're just open to receiving love and energy from the universe. And so you go up and, excuse me, I thought you were cute. I wanted to say hello. And she's just, oh, well, hi, hello there. But as you guys know that have actually been going out and doing game, this is the minority of women. So back to the point of you being guilty until proven innocent. It is now on you to push through internally that initial hesitation, that initial resistance that you're going to experience from women, where you go up, you start talking to them, it's a little weird, it's a little awkward, you can tell they're a bit uncomfortable. Women are not studying pickup. Women are not looking up videos on how to be more socially charismatic and how to deal with strangers in a more calibrated manner. You're the one looking this stuff up. You're the one going out and challenging yourself. So a lot of the times women are going to be in their own little world. They're not going to be prepared for you to go up and talk to them. They're going to be a bit nervous, and you cannot bail when they appear to be a bit nervous. Now, a couple things that I like to do to ease the tension of women when I'm going up and talking to them is eye contact is very, very important when you're talking to women. However, I will divert my eye contact a little bit when I'm talking to a girl that is noticeably nervous. So you've been told, even just now, eye contact is important. So what a lot of guys will default to doing in any and all situations is just making very, very hard eye contact with the girl, just not breaking it at all to show your confidence, to show your dominance, right? However, oftentimes I'm talking to a girl that appears to be a bit nervous, and I'm gonna start telling a story and kind of look over this way and think about it. Yeah, I was living over there for a little bit actually. Do you know where the blah 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 bar is? Yeah. No, me and my buddies used to go there pretty often, but not so much anymore. I'll divert my eye contact a little bit. Not in a way where I'm looking down. Yeah, we used to go over there, but just kind of up where I'm just thinking about something. I'm kind of trying to draw from my memory about specific situations, right? Not staring the girl down. On top of that, I will talk a bit slower. I will slow my speech down. If I told you right now, if I gave you a page out of a book and I said, read this as fast as you can, there's a good chance you're going to stumble over some words. There's a good chance that you're going to kind of, and then and you move on to that next sentence and it didn't flow properly and everything's just a bit conjoined and just all over the place. However, if I give you a page out of a book and I say, read this very slow, steady, with a grounded energy, you're not going to stumble over a single word. You're going to emphasize the sentences properly, right? So the same thing goes for women. They're going to match your pace. So if you're talking very quickly to a woman, then she now is feeling this extra kind of energy to speak at your pace, and now she doesn't really have time to think about what to say next, and it's going to be just kind of more uncomfortable for everybody, as opposed to when it's very slow and calm. Yeah, what do you do for work? Do you work over here or kind of over closer to where you said you live? Now she has more time because she's matching your pace, so she has more time to kind of think about what she's saying and to have a flowing, engaging conversation, right? So these are a couple of the things that I will do to sort of overcome that initial anxiety when I'm talking to women. Now you got to stick in there long enough for her to get a feel for who you are. Conversation is not the destination. Conversation is the vehicle to get to the destination. So what is the destination? The destination is a date, right? When you go up and you approach a woman, either in a nighttime or a daytime environment, what you're doing is you're giving her a small sample size for what the date is going to be like. If you are charismatic and a little bit funny and confident and she had a really good time talking to you, and you just sort of embody this high value male, then that's who she's going on the date with. A big part of why women flake on dates, if not the number one reason why women flake on dates, is because they've been on dates in the past with men where it got very uncomfortable. They both just really ran out of things to say. Talk to any woman in your life that's been with at least a few men or been on some dates. She's been on some bad dates where they were both kind of running out of things to say. It got a little awkward. She ordered another drink even though she didn't want it, just to kind of try to enjoy herself in some way. And so if you show her in this initial interaction that I'm a cool dude, I don't run out of shit to say. I'm living my own life. I'm awesome. I'm charismatic. I'm funny. I'm confident. Now she has that sample size of what that date is going to be like. And if you don't push past that initial anxiety in the beginning, then you never actually give her the chance to prove you innocent from being guilty at the very beginning. So you have to push through this initial anxiety, this initial hesitation that you get from women. I always say, don't mistake social anxiety for disinterest. Oftentimes, if the girl isn't that 1% that's flowery and in her feminine energy and open to receiving love from the universe, the guy just moves along and he mistakes her social anxiety that she's feeling in that moment for disinterest, as opposed to pushing forward internally to move through into the next level of the interaction. So this is an incredibly powerful point that I had to make here on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll talk to all of you very, very soon. Peace.